Man, I really want something sweet. What can I find? Stick around and I'll show you what we're making today. Today's recipe is a blast because it is a fat bomb. My first attempt at a fat bomb. Listen, I don't do desserts a whole lot. I don't really have a sweet tooth. I guess I'm blessed in that. But I've been trying to add some fat to my diet to help me feel full. I don't know why I feel hungry all the time sometimes, but plus I do want some sweet stuff every now and then. So I'm trying a simple recipe straight out of a recipe book. It's called Lemon Zest Fat Bomb. Let's see how it goes. Today we are going to attempt to make this right here. Yes. We'll see how it comes out. So basically the instructions are real simple. We've got a quarter of a cup of coconut oil melted. We've got 4 ounces of cream cheese here, softened. 4 tablespoons of butter, softened. We've got a lemon and a little bit of stevia. So we're going to run with this and see how it comes out. My first attempt at making anything sweet for my channel. I don't know why I'm intimidated by sweet stuff. I guess primarily because I don't have a sweet tooth that bad, but I'm going to throw all this stuff in the bowl, mix it up, and see what happens. So we'll start with the butter and the cream cheese. We'll put that in there, and then we'll put the coconut oil. Put that in there, and then we'll do this right here to the lemon, kind of soften it up a little bit, and then I'm going to cut the top off, and we're going to use the zest and the lemon itself, the juice. But I'm going to cut the top off and squeeze out some of that good old lemon juice. Oh yeah, there we go. My mom used to do this. She'd get a lemon and just jab it like that and just suck on it. Man, she loved lemons. I mean, she'd go through bags of lemons. So put some lemon juice in there. And now listen, this recipe calls for 10 drops of stevia. When I bought my stevia, it comes out in squirts, and I don't know how many squirts equal a drop. So I had to do a little science experiment and figure it out. The best I could come up with is 10 drops equals probably about 1/8 of a teaspoon. And I don't even have 1/8 of a teaspoon. I've got 1/4 of one. So using my scientific method, I'm going to put just about a 1/4 of a teaspoon. Well, I just overshot it on the table there. That's great. There we go. I'm going to put that much in there and see what happens. I guess you can add or take away the taste. But yeah, the whole sweetener thing, don't get me started on that. Well, I don't know what the difference between stevia and xylitol and saccharin and whatever, but 10 drops, that's the best I could do. Let's move on before I get on a rant. All right, we're going to mix this stuff up, and then we're going to put it in a container and zest it. Now, I know you like my sound effects. This is a 1980 model mixer. It don't sound like a hot rod, but I put that in there just for fun, because this is the most annoying sound on planet Earth, I'm sure. But let's get it going. Hey, if you're interested in a keto, low-carb lifestyle, let me invite you to subscribe and ring the bell and all that good stuff. Like the video. I normally try to do stuff that's real simple and easy. And I appreciate you watching today, and we'll carry on with the video. Well, after some splattering, we've got something that resembles cake icing. So let me clean up my mess right quick and we'll move on. I don't know about y'all, but in my house, that was a delicious treat. think I will indulge for a second. Excuse me. All right, we've got that mixed up really nice. And like I said, we're gonna, I know at your house you probably have fancy silicone molds. I don't have any of those yet, but they're on my list of things to get. So I do have a little old rubber bowl, Rubbermaid bowl or whatever. And what I'm gonna do is just scoop this out into that fancy Rubbermaid bowl. And then I'm going to put little slices in it. I'll make it look prettier than this in a minute. Just get it out of here. Alright, that's about as smooth as I can get it in there. That's just me improvising until I can get the right equipment. Like I said, you probably have those fancy little mold, heart shaped or whatever. But here comes the real flavor. And I've never been a zest the lemon kind of guy. It's always been something they do on television. But I went and bought me one of these little lemon zesters. And I got me a lemon. We're going to give it a try and see if that makes a difference. And they say don't go down to the white part because that's bitter. So you just want the outer part. So I'm just going to, it calls for a teaspoon here, but I'm just trying to get a little bit on top and we'll run with it. I'll zest my table a little bit too, I'm sure. Man, that smells good, I know that. Man, that smells incredible. And I just put a little bit on top like that right there so you can get that flavor. And now I'm going to put some slices in it. 12 servings is what the recipe calls for. So I'm going to try to divide it up into 12 cubes and then put it in the freezer for a little bit. Well, I made more than 12 cubes, but that's probably better for me anyway. So now I'm going to throw it in the freezer and we'll try one out. Let's give it a try. Man, that lemon zest really makes that taste great. I can see that taking the place of my nightly ice cream snack. I can see it taking the place of a lot of things. Like I said, I don't have a real big sweet tooth, but man, that is really good. So I'm looking forward to exploring the world of fat bombs. And it's not going to be a big part of my diet, but just a little bit, I'm sure. So hey, give it a try. Simple ingredients. See what you think. Well, that was a blast, all right. Man, that's great. And the best thing about it is it's easy to make. You don't have to bake anything. You just stick it in the freezer and let it get hard. Slice them up before they get hard because otherwise you're going to have one big block. And you're probably fancier than I am. You have those molds. That's fine. Put them in there, heart-shaped molds or whatever, lemon-shaped molds or whatever you have. But they're really good. That zest really kicks it up a notch. And until next time, may the Lord bless you and eat well. Lemon bombs. Not to be confused with cherry bombs. That's an idea. No, never mind.